Hi, I'm Previn
And I'm Dawn Jones
of
of
Power
Power
Couple
Couple
Properties.
Properties.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Today, we want to talk about the top 3 reasons why real estate is a great hedge against inflation. I know you guys have seen the news and the scare tactics about how inflation is eroding the value of the dollar, what it means for your retirement accounts, your personal finances. Look, according to the U.S. Department of Labor, inflation is the upward price increase of goods and services in an economy. Essentially, what that means is you pay more, but you get less. So the value of this dollar has eroded and decreased. So this dollar is only worth about 92% right now. So if the value of the dollar is less because of inflation, what that means is you have to make more dollars, and real estate is the way to do it.
Look, the reality of the times that we're living in is inflation is the highest it's been in 40 years. That's right. It's the highest it's been since 1981. Just look at the price of gas. Last year in 2021, on June 1st specifically, a gallon of gas was $3.02 per gallon. This year on June 1st, a gallon of gas is $4.67 a gallon. That's a 53% increase in a year. And it's not just gas. The price of interest rates are going up and all consumer goods are skyrocketing. So inflation is sometimes called the silent killer of financial freedom because, it just kills your opportunity to buy more is limited because the dollar, its value is less at that particular time. And the Fed is just producing money and the money has less value and less value. And therefore your savings account balance is going to go down because you're not getting the interest payment that you were getting in the past. So the one way that we found to combat inflation is through your real estate investments. So today we want to walk you through the top 3 real estate investment strategies to protect your money from inflation.
So the first strategy is cash flow. Cash is king. And that's what I love about real estate. If you buy real estate right, if you build right, you can produce cash flow. So for example, before all of this talk of inflation, we invested in our own construction company and we built our latest project, which is 2 duplexes at 4 units. That property is going to produce about $25,000 net income. That's after construction debt is paid, operating expenses paid, taxes paid. We're going to net about $25,000 on that property. Now, the cash flow from that property helps us to pay our bills and offset costs, so it added income to our household. And that's what real estate can do. It can produce excess cash flow to increase those dollars that you need to pay for and offset the inflation in the market.
So number 2 reason to protect your money from inflation through real estate is that real estate is a good. The beauty of real estate is that it is a good. And as inflation goes up, the value of your asset in real estate increases. So it offsets appreciation because your real estate is a good. And it is going to at least increase at the same rate of inflation or more. And so that is the second reason why we feel real estate is the way to go to protect your money against inflation.
The third reason is you want to use real estate to put your money to work so that you can get better yield on that money. Now, the project that I mentioned in the cash flow section, so that particular project I mentioned yields $25,000 a month that we've added to our income. So what we're essentially doing, we're putting our money to work. We put $55,000 of our own money into that project. Now, if that money would have been just sitting in a savings account, that money would be negative. We would not be earning any interest on that money. In fact, we would be losing money because the value of the dollar has significantly decreased. So inflation is about 8.6% at the time of this recording. And so what that means is, as I mentioned earlier, the value of the dollar is not worth a dollar anymore, but about 91%. And so when we looked at our cash on cash return, we invested $55,000 into our latest project. We're going to produce $25,000 net cash flow a year on that project. That's a whopping 45% cash on cash return. So this 8.6% inflation is nowhere near the 45% return that we're getting. For the 45% return we're getting far exceeds the inflation rate. That's the point I'm trying to make to you guys. So you have to put your money to work, and real estate is a great vehicle to put your money to work. Again, 45% cash on cash return. If that money would be sitting in a savings account, we would be at a negative, losing money. So real estate is a great hedge against inflation. Let's get to work and buy some real estate so we can produce more dollars.
Look, if you like this video from Power Couple Properties, please subscribe to our YouTube station. Also join our Facebook group and follow us on Instagram. Thank you so much for joining us today with Power Couple Properties. We look forward to speaking with you again.
Thank you.
Thank you.